Yeah. Oh yeah. So for the process, I will also be noting down what went wrong or what went right. For example, if I made a mistake and that affected the overall score or the overall project, I'll use that as well to measure if I think it went wrong. So if it was like an accident that actually worked, that would be successful, but if it was an accident that actually affected it in a negative way, that would be an implication that it didn't actually work as well as I hope so. So that's how I'm going to be evaluating the whole project. I'll also be evaluating it by. No, I think I've covered everything. Yeah. Schedule. Quite a lengthy schedule.
Lots of things in 5 weeks.
So can't really see what's going on. Really.
It's just proof that you filled it in. It's fine.
Yeah.
Basically, can't really read.
Which weeks are your important weeks where you need to
Yeah.
get stuff completed,
You've got
recorded,
milestones.
etc.?
I'm not gonna lie, every single week.
Okay.
But
Is there like a time where you hope research is all complete and finished by?
yeah, so I want to be done by the 11th of May. I can't read it. I'm gonna say that's the 11th of May, so I want to be done by all done by 11th of May, which is I think like a week before the final project is due. So I can
Okay.
have that 1 week as time to fill in some mistakes that I may or may not have made.
What about your research? Are you doing like all your research first, or
As-
are you doing it as you go?
So I'll be doing that, the research I'll be doing as I'm going along, but I'll also be filling out in 1 week, which I've dedicated specifically for evaluation and for writing up blogs and research. And that is actually the 11th of May week, which is directly after the 4th of May, which is when I'm finishing the project with the scoring of the Person in the Wallflower. The reason I chose that one to be the last one is that's a circle back to its original what I'm starting, which is I Saw the TV Glow, which is quite dramatic, and I want to like spread the genres out. So it'll be going from genre to genre, spreading out how they sound, which is why I'm circling back to that dramatic art sound slash lo-fi of Eternal Sunshine Spotless Mind. No, Person in the Wallflower. So for the, that's so much.
It's alright, mate.
I'm in
Love it.
shock. Like I could
No.
just like.
It's great.
What's that?
Fantastic.
What's else to talk about? It's quite strict. I mean, a very strict, as you can see, very strict schedule. Each week will have its own bit of research because I don't want all the research to be necessarily in that final bit. I still want enough research to have been done for what I'm doing that week. So each week will have its own research dedicated to what I'm doing that week. For example, the Jackass movie will have a research on microphone placements when I'm recording drums and guitars, because I'm going to be wanting to mic up amps and the drum set in a way that sounds raw and aggressive and heavy. So a lot of double track will be used in the Jackass movie. So research of microphone placements and how I could get that raw tone of distortion will be used on that. For the Person with the Wallflower, the research I'm going to be doing in there is mostly analysation of the Lots of Hand album, so I can blend those like lo-fi indie tones into that one scene, because the scene is quite a dramatic scene where he gets like a flashback to him when he was a kid, and so I want to use that like lo-fi indie sounds to like match how he's feeling. So the analysation of that album is quite crucial for that album. For the movie Smile, I'm going to be doing a sound library of samples of sound design, so I can make that into eerie sounds that you've not really heard before. Because a lot of scores use regular instruments. I want to take this a step further into making it as eerie as possible, as freaky as possible, by using some weird effects from different plugins. Like Vital Synthesizer is really good for making it speak weirdly. You can program a synth to say your name, which I think would be quite cool in this film, that scene, because it's the ending scene, it's the finale, and this big horrific monster has come out of nowhere and is like passing on the demon to the person who's watching. So I think it saying the name of the synth tone sound could be really cool, which is why a lot of sound design will go into this, and that's why I'm going to make a sound library from things I've recorded, and also things I've looked on the websites and on the internet for like sample tracks. The references, so these are all my references, all from, at the bottom here we've got a podcast of the history of hip hop, and like talking about hip hop for the Pineapple Express movie. This is my own Spotify playlist for inspirations of scoring. This is Mark Giavoni for like how to score a film. More Mark Giavoni, and we've got the website up here. So these are some of the stuff that I've come up with going into the project that I think will help a lot. And we've also got a blog by Premium Beat, which should be really good for the process of creating a score. That's my slide. Those are my slides.